The NFL Super Bowl 58, 58 exotic props and PrizePicks entry, part of the NFL Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, is brought to you by Cut. Cut is a peer-to-peer social betting platform that's U.S.-based and available in 40 states. Head over to cut.com. That's KUTT.com. Promo code SGPN for a 10% deposit bonus today. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting research platform for parlays, props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today. And don't forget to enter, I got it right this time, our Super Bowl 58 props contest. Pick 58 Super Bowl props for a chance to win $1,000. Enter today for a free at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/SB58 or in the SGPN App Store.
I'm just about that action, boss.
You have to be kidding me. That is impossible.
I'm raising the ante. Anybody wants any deal?
Jordan Davis, dog. Jalen Hurts, dog. AJ Brown, dog. How many people want in the W tonight?
And welcome, everybody, to the NFL Gambling Podcast, part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. It's Super Bowl week, media day. They're flying high. Freaking Mahomes is out there. Kelsey's out there. Swifties are in the air. The Niners complaining about the turf. A lot's going on. And apparently it's Super Bowl 48, according to me in the intro. That was Denver falling 43-8 to the Seahawks, and that resulted in a safety. And, you know, that broke the books that day. So that maybe that's why I said Super Bowl 48, because it's a famous prop that we're going to dive into. First play of the game, safeties. I don't think they're going to ever get ambushed like that ever again. But if you're wondering who you're listening to, I'm Moneyline Mac. He is J-Mark Football, a.k.a. Old Fashioned Football. And he's got a nice little sign back there. Look at that bad boy. What's up, my friend?
Yeah, I don't have it plugged in. I checked it before we went. It's a little bright, but we'll figure a way to adjust that. I'm going to lead right off here saying exotic/novelty props, not my expertise. I probably can't name you more than maybe one Usher song, so I'm not going to be the halftime expert, but we did some research. We dug in a little bit, and we'll have some fun with it either way.
We will, you know, and I can't exactly say that it's my strong suit. I'm not going to pound my chest like this is my strength, but you know what? Nobody cares. You dive into it, you find a couple winners, and maybe there's a little bit of value. So, J Mark, before we get into it, what's the most fucked up bet that they're offering out there? We're just diving through it, whether it's a national anthem, Gatorade color, and then this year, the Taylor Swift angle. We have not dealt with the Taylor Swift thing in the past, so it's taking the exotic novelty props to a different level.
And there are a lot of Taylor Swift props, and you don't even have to go to the offshore books to get them. DraftKings has a whole Taylor Swift section for us in Iowa anyways. Seems like maybe it's not every state since they didn't have it for you, but one that I saw Sean share from an offshore book, you can bet on whether or not Reba McEntire will show cleavage during the national anthem.
Oh, yeah. We'll dust up in the national anthem like Janet Jackson back in the day. I forget what Super Bowl that was. That was the best.
Right.
Like, who was it? Justin Timberlake when he grabbed her tit? I was like,
Wardrobe
what the hell is
malfunction.
going? Yeah. I was like, what the hell is going on in this Super Bowl? So, hey, man, you can bet on pretty much anything in this NFL Super Bowl, but if you're going to do so, and we're going to dive into the prop market, the exotic prop market, and then we'll go to a little bit to PrizePicks. But like J Mark teased out, if you're looking for a super offer for Super Bowl 58, DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered. New customers get bet on the big game and turn $5 into $200 instantly in bonus bets. They got everything over at DraftKings, the absolute best. And a word from our favorite Lenny Dykstra on DraftKings.
Hey, this is Lenny Dykstra here, Nails, former world champion with the New York Mets and World Series with the Philadelphia Phillies. If you got a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NEW York or text HOPE New York, which is 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit cctg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Canada, 21 plus age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.com/football for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources. Thank you.
There you go. Thanks, Lenny Dykstra. Hey, we're also brought to you by the NFL Gambling Podcast. PrizePicks, and we're going to give out a lot of prize picks, but get over there, code SGPN. It offers a reboot policy. You can stack winners on top of winners. I love PrizePicks. We've talked about it all season long, and they are loaded on the Super Bowl prop market. Give out higher lowers, and simply just get on over there to PrizePicks. Over there at prizepicks.com/SGPN. Code SGPN for a first deposit match up to $100. That is prizepicks.com/SGPN. Code SGPN. PrizePicks, daily fantasy sports made easy. All righty, we're back. We got a little Lenny Dykstra in the house, talking DraftKings.
I wonder if you enjoyed reading that as much as we do.
I love it. He's much more thorough than I am. I stumble on my words. It's a tongue twister. So
it is.
Got to bring in old Lenny. Lenny needs to finish the job off for us. So, all right, J Mark, I will hand it over to you. I do have a couple pulled up over at covers.com. Has a lot of these BS ones. So if you're looking to get down some offshore shit, Covers got you covered. So, J Mark, let's talk some fucked up props.
Well, let's start right at the beginning. The national anthem.
Ooh.
The line I'm seeing the most is over or under 90.5 seconds. Now, Chris Stapleton last year went way over that. In fact, the past 10 have been over, but it's that low because Reba McEntire has sung the national anthem plenty of times before.
Yeah.
And she rarely goes over 90. She's usually in the 78 to 82. So I think you got to hammer the under on that. You're only getting -110. So some of these exotic / novelty props we're going to talk about, big payouts because they're kind of rare or weird things. Others not as much. This is just an over or under. I like the under on this one.
I like the under too, J Mark, for nerves reasons. I feel like when you're singing the national anthem at such a big stage, you may go a little bit quicker. You may want to get it over with. I know Reba McEntire sang the national anthem over and over again, but this is a different stage. You mentioned it. She's gone under a bunch. So I'm with you. I like the under with you as well. So one for one.
She's a traditionalist too, so I don't see her like adding a bunch of stuff to it like some of them do. She's just gonna sing it like it was like you're used to hearing it.
This may be the best national anthem of all time. Now, I'm gonna make a bold prediction. Let's go.
There you go. Let's jump from the beginning of the game to the very end. Gatorade's going to be dumped on a coach.
Ooh.
And you can bet any color out there. Right now, purple, the favorite at +275, which purple it was in the Super Bowl logo. Remember, the Ravens did not make the Super Bowl. Everybody thought it'd be Niners, Ravens because of the color.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why that's getting some lean. Orange has been dumped 5 times recently. Yellow and green at +425 has not been dumped since 2001. You got blue, red, pink, clear, or no Gatorade. That's no fun. But the favorites are purple at +275 and orange at +350. I think I'm going to go with purple. It's the favorite, but you're still getting plus money. There's got to be a reason it's the favorite. So I'm going with that. How about you?
Yeah, I'm looking back. So Super Bowl. When did they played Super Bowl 54? And I'm looking at the images right now. It looks like it was
orange,
right? It was orange that year. The second Super Bowl, which was against the Eagles, that was purple. So that's where the purple comes from. I like the orange. Orange here. Yeah, I think they go back to the well with the orange. You know, it's in Vegas. I don't know. I feel like it should be red. I feel like red would fit well with Andy Reid, or the Niners. I mean, they're both red. So yeah, give me the orange. Back to the roots of Gatorade. Orange, baby.
All right, plus 350 for you, plus 275 for me. Let's talk a little Swifty props.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go to offshores, you can go to let's back up. Nick Fortune pointing out the coin toss, heads or tails. It's as simple as that. And most of the books, this is plus 100. It's even money. They're not even getting juice on this one.
Good. They shouldn't.
Right. I agree. But it's just like over under. I mean, they juice them. They're minus 110 each. The coin toss plus 100. I agree with Nick. I'm always go with the tails never fails thing. So I always bet the tails. Stephen Williams is saying heads. What say you?
I'm a heads guy, so give me the head. Let's go. That's what she said.
Anyways, the Swifties props, which, I mean, if you go to the offshores, you can get like how many times will she be shown on TV? Will she talk about the Chiefs at her Tokyo concert a day and a half before the Super Bowl? All sorts of stuff. But let's talk about what DraftKings have. They have a whole for the Swifties section. And I'm not a Taylor Swift expert, but I believe each part is named after one of her songs. So let's talk about a couple of them that I pulled out here. First one, 22, which I think is the name of a song or an album. Any quarter to have 22 plus points at 4-1. What do you think of that one?
22 on the dot, or is it 22 over under?
22. Oh, it's over 22 points, 22 plus. So 22 or more.
I'll go under. That's a lot of points with how good these defenses are. So no Swifty 22 magic for me. Too many points. Too many points.
Yep, I agree. Steven also thinks Reba brings out all the girls, so he's taking the cleavage.
Let's go. Come on, bring the puppies out.
That's right. Here's one I like. Anti-hero, Brock Purdy, 250 plus pass yards and 2+ passing touchdowns. I know the Chiefs are a good defense, and I think they're going to limit this 49ers offense a little bit, but I also think Brock's going to have to throw it. So I like that one at 2-1.
I like that too. And, Brock Purdy, he seems like he's a Toby Keith guy, not a Swifty. So rest in peace, Toby Keith. Sucks seeing him pass away today.
For sure.
Great country singer. So that's what Brock, an Iowa State guy, reminds me of.
There you go. 2 more Swifty song props here. Mine, that's Travis Kelce to have 87 plus receiving yards at plus 190. Travis Kelce's their best player. I like over on this one. The Niners have had some trouble covering the tight ends. We'll talk about that in my PrizePicks lineup. They just had Sam Laporta get 10 receptions. If Travis Kelce even gets close to 10 receptions, he's hitting over 87 yards, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to talk yourself into fading Travis Kelce. It's the biggest game of the year. Last year in the big game, he actually went under. He had only 6 catches for 81 yards. In their previous Super Bowl, the one that the Chiefs were able to get on the right side of, he actually only had 6 for 43, but in the other one, the Tampa Bay one, he had 10 catches for 133. But it feels like they need him more now than ever, because back then they had Tyreek Hill. They're more dependent on Travis Kelce. It could be Travis Kelce's last game. I like the over 87 as well.
All right, last T-Swift one, and then I'll stop talking about her. This can't be a song name. You Belong with Rashi. That can't be a song name. But the prop behind it is Travis Kelce or Rashee Rice to score a touchdown in the first half at plus 120. To me, that's an easy one. I'd take that one.
Kelsey's going to score the first touchdown. I'll make that prediction right now. Right. He seems to he seems to be a quick starter here, and he wants to get all the Swifties emotionally attached to the game. So I like Kelce to strike early, and I think Mahomes wants to get the Swifties involved.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
he's a secret Swiftie. Happy wife, happy life.
There you go. Well, speaking of first touchdowns, that's an excellent springboard too. The jersey number of the first touchdown scorer. You don't even have to pick the player, just the jersey number, over or under 22.5. The favorites to me, they got to be Travis Kelce and CMC. They're both over, so I like the over. What do you think?
Yeah, why is it set at 22.5? What's the catch here?
Rashee Rice, Brandon Ayuk, I think they're both under.
Ayuk, what's Debo?
Debo is, I had this up. I think he's over as well.
Debo. No, Debo's 19, so Debo would be under. Okay. I guess Mahomes could always run it in, and he's under. But I'm with you. I like McCaffrey or Kelce. I'll take the guys that seem to always get the touchdowns. Start their teams fast.
Real quick, also, this is completely random, but news: Devin Hester will be inducted into the Hall of Fame. It's his third year on the ballot. Legendary returner for the Bears. It just popped up on my phone, so I had to announce it.
Where is that at? Where's that? Where's that? I like that. The breaking news.
The breaking. I didn't know we had it. I was scrolling through here. It's 4 down on our audio now. I moved it up.
I see it. Yeah, shout out to Devin Hester. He ran back the kick once upon a time. J Mark was a young lad. He was freaking jumping up and down on the table.
We had our Super Bowl there. I thought I was going to see the Bears win it.
Yeah. Damn you, Pated. Fucking J Mark and the Bears had it. It's all right. Next year.
Yeah, there you go.
Super Bowl 2025 odds are out. We should give out a winner at the end of the show here, too.
The Bears, easy.
I did not see that coming.
We should. Should we keep going in the props here? Do we need to take a break? How do you want to play it?
Yeah, let me hit an ad break, and then we'll come right back to this bad boy because we got to talk about the Super Bowl 58 props contest. Look at that fucking graphic watching on youtube.com/the NFL Gambling Podcast. Beautiful. Mahomes, Kelce, McCaffrey, Kittle. It's great. It's the props contest. $1,000 winner take all. Free to enter. Pick 58 props for Super Bowl 58. Enter today at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/SB58, or the link is in the SGPN app. If you want to go head-to-head, if you got a buddy that says the Niners, you like the Chiefs, well, just go over to Cut and go head-to-head. It's available in 40 states. That's cut.com, KUTT.com, promo code SGPN for a 10% deposit bonus. It allows you to list almost any kind of bet, perfect for getting down on the action with some of these Super Bowl props. Maybe your freaking significant other's a Swiftie, and you're like, I am so tired of this Taylor Swift shit. I'm gonna fucking fade the shit out of her in the Super Bowl. Well, get on over there, bet your significant other. You better not lose. It's one thing to lose a bet. It's another thing to lose your significant other. And with Taylor Swift, that could be bad. That could be really bad, to be honest. I don't wish that upon anybody. But if you're going to do so and be depressed, get over there to cut.com. And like I said, promo code SGPN for a 10% bonus today. And we're also brought to you by Game Time. And you're going to need Game Time if you want to go to the Super Bowl, because it's fucking going to cost you a fucking loan to get into that building to fucking hang out with all them Swifties in there in Vegas. Viva Las Vegas, that is, baby. I love Game Time. I was on there today. I was looking at getting to a college basketball game this Friday night, and, boom, queued it up. Game Time had the best prices available with where I wanted to sit. It showed me the seats, showed me my view. Boom, there you go. BCU Dayton Friday night. And if you're in the area and want to go to Super Bowl, Game Time is the place to do so. Stop planning. Stop trying to plan everything out. That's overrated in life. Download the Game Time app and create an account. Use code CFBX for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account. Redeem code CFBX for $20 off. Download that Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. All righty, let's go. I think you're muted.
I am muted.
I was on my Swiftie head-to-head on Cut.
Right. Shout out to the chat. Nick, Steven, Tristan, all talking. We love the answers to what you guys are taking for sure. Curious on this one. Are there any Usher fans or Usher experts out there? Because the halftime show, another thing that you can bet novelty props on, over under 8.5 songs. That's the under is at minus 125. So they must assume he's going under 8.5. That's a lot of songs in 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, you gotta go under. I hope it's under. I hate the halftime show. It's the worst part about the Super Bowl.
I know.
Hopefully it's under.
I agree with you. We must not be hip enough to like the music they keep getting.
This is why I hate the Super Bowl. I just want to watch football, and then you got all these other freaking shenanigans going on, taken away from the big game. But let's go under. I like under for Usher. I say too many points, too many songs.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you can bet on his first song. Stephen Williams is going with Yeah. That's at plus 250.
Okay.
OMG is at plus 370. I heard that's the one that Sean likes because he says his own name in it. It builds. It opens with like a catchphrase or something. I honestly have no idea. I don't listen to Usher. I'm sure that's a shock to all of you, but I don't listen to Usher. And
I listen to that shit.
Right. I mean, I like
that angle from Steven. So let's go.
Right.
Yeah, baby.
2.5 to 1, and then special guests. Alicia Keys is juiced to minus 330, so she must be a guarantee to be in the show.
Yeah.
Ludacris at minus 250. But you could get T Swift at 5 to 1, just in case she needs to work her way into the halftime show somehow.
Ooh, yeah.
That's kind of interesting.
She's gonna get out there. They're gonna find a way to get her out there. I like T Swift. Give me T Swift 5 to 1.
Yep, there you go. I like it as well. And I know a lot of people are blaming her. It's not her fault. She started dating the NFL player. It's the NFL's fault for capitalizing on it. But it's hard to blame them too.
You see how much money they've made off of her? I'm like,
Yes.
And how much money she's made too. She's made a shitload of money. It's a good, like, as many stadiums as she has sold out over the years for her songs. She'll never be on a bigger stage than she'll be on Sunday. With the Super Bowl? The Super Bowl is the fucking granddaddy of them all. I mean, it's the number one event every single year. So, yeah, a lot of shenanigans going on Sunday, not involving football.
Stephen Williams spent the whole halftime show feeling guilty because his first impression was Rihanna was pregnant. You probably don't have to worry about that with Usher coming out at least. So there you go.
Yeah.
Here's something that I found really intriguing. These two played 4 years ago. Obviously, it was a leap year then. It was also a Trump-Biden election. Go over to Old Fashioned Football to hear some of the conspiracies we were spinning. But you can bet Super Bowl repeats from 4 years ago. So the first one is 49ers to score 0 points in the fourth quarter like they did 4 years ago at plus 380. I don't know if I like that one. I think this is a different team.
Yeah.
They didn't have CMC. I think they'll score in the fourth quarter. What do you think?
I think so too, because I think the Chiefs are going to start fast again. I don't think it'll be a comeback for the Chiefs this time around. I think it'll be we've been here, done that. The first one was thrilling, but I think it's they get up and they kind of just grind it out like they did in the Bills and Ravens games. So Usher could be pregnant.
Touche. Here's one I do like. Debo to record a 30-plus yard rush at 9.5 to 1. I know it's a long shot for him to have that, but I love the price at 9.5 to 1. That's one of those you can just throw $5 on it, and if it hits, you get a good payout. What do you think?
I like that too. Yeah, I'm with you. We're seeing eye to eye on that one. Debo.
And then
I love Debo. I mean, you know me. I always talk of Debo. They're like, give out a prop. I'm like, what's Debo? Well, whatever Debo is. The bigger the stage for Debo, the better Debo plays. I'm a big Debo guy.
Yep. No, I agree. Final score 31-20, just like 4 years ago. That's at plus 25,000.
Woo.
Yeah.
What's yours? Yours is 30.
31-21.
31-21.
Predicted by the Mentalist.
Yeah. Hey, carry the one Carry the one. I know there's one a score. What do you call when you haven't had the repeat score again? Score-a-nami.
Yeah.
Score-a-nami. Yeah. I think it's like 25 to 1 or 250 to 1. So
Yeah.
you never know. It could be a freaking. There's only been 57 scores.
Yeah, true. But even there has been 57 scores. So I found one where you can get the Super Bowl to end in a score that a past Super Bowl has at 4.5 to 1. And I can't help but take that. I just can't help myself.
Yeah. Especially the exact same Super Bowl.
Yeah, right. And then another flashback or repeat bet. You can get Mahomes to score the first touchdown and Jusic to score the second, just like 4 years ago, at 50 plus 50,000. I don't know if I've ever made a bet that's plus 50,000.
Juszczyk would be a good one. Fullback action, baby. I like it. I like that.
Yeah. Just a couple others I pulled up. Will the first commercial after kickoff be a beer commercial? Yes, plus 600. No, minus 600. Thoughts?
It's probably going to be no.
I agree.
It's probably going to be a Swifty commercial. He'll go right into it. Or it'll be an election commercial because it's election year.
Yeah, there you go. I was thinking the NFL
really start stirring up everybody's living rooms in the Super Bowl parties.
Yeah. And then the Super Bowl party is quiet the rest of the night. That's a great idea by the NFL.
Shut everybody up.
No, I don't think it'll be a beer commercial just because I think the NFL is going to want to send a different message, and they'll probably have some sort of touching or sentimental type commercial on.
It'll like somehow like come back to like a pizza commercial. It'll be like some corny ass pizza commercial.
Yeah.
Or your an insurance commercial.
There you go.
Geico or State Farm.
There you go. It's probably going to be State Farm. Jake from State Farm, Mahomes.
Oh, if it's Jake from State Farm, I'm going to lose my shit. Yeah, you're right. It'll be Mahomes, Andy Reid, and State Farm. You're right.
Yeah, 100%. All right, last one here that I like. Will there be an octopus? If you don't know what an octopus is, it's when a player scores a touchdown and then gets the 2-point conversion as well. Same player. Yes is plus 1,400. No is minus 4,000. I like taking the yes at full.
Why not?
1.
Why not?
My thoughts are it's either Christian McCaffrey or Travis Kelce, right? I mean, those guys are the most likely to score a touchdown anyways. They're the person that the teams rely on. So I like that one.
Especially McCaffrey. Yeah, McCaffrey is a great option because I mean, you saw it in both games when they were even down. They're going to McCaffrey.
Yeah. Yep. Agreed. So, yeah, I like yes on that one at 14 to 1. Why not?
I like that. I'll tell you what else I like. I like Hall of Fame bets because you can win bigger by betting smarter this NFL season with Hall of Fame bets. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame bets who craft a more intelligent, data-driven parlay. Download the Hall of Fame bets or visit HOFBets.com. Code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame bets. All righty. That was the final ad of the 2023/24 NFL season for us. J Mark, let's dive into some prize picks. Let's get over to prize picks.
My app needs an update, but I have
my app needs an update too. It always happens like this. It's like, hey, prize picks, and then the prize picks. Prize picks, I love you guys, but the app is not the quickest app in the world. I love the different features on it, but you can tell they got a lot of data in there. So,
well, I got my first entry, or I guess first part of my lineup ready.
Okay.
They're offering a feature right now or a bonus. Mahomes more than half a pass yard. He's hit it in 100% of games. I don't think we need to dive into that one. He'll likely have more than half a passing yard unless he pulls an Aaron Rodgers.
You love throwing that last jab in there. You throw it in there every single time.
I can't help it.
Take another one while mine reloads because I'm going on my computer now because my phone has completely started to act up.
All right. Well, my second part, I have 5 parts of my entry here. Second one, Christian McCaffrey, more than 34.5 receiving yards. Kansas City's 14th ranked for allowing receiving yards to running backs. And the last one to do it was Austin Eckler with 38. I know Christian McCaffrey has only hit this 50% of the last 3 games, 39% of the season, but I think this is the Super Bowl. They're going to rely on him. They're going to want him get him involved in many different ways. And I think Kansas City is going to kind of shut down the running attack of his. So they're going to have to get him the ball in screen passes and dumping it off to him. So I like more than 34.5 receiving yards.
I like that one too. What is going on? Sorry, Jim Mark.
It's all good.
It just was up. Now it's not up. Let's give out a. Let's go for San Francisco.
Looks like Ryan booted himself off. I don't know where he went. So I'll give my third pick while we're waiting for him to come back. We already talked about Travis Kelce and his receptions. Oh, he's back. There we go.
What's going on? My PrizePicks won't work, and now my freaking StreamYard won't work.
It's like, where'd he go? All
All
right. You were saying Niners?
Yeah, I think we should go to the Niners. I think we should go higher on McCaffrey. What do you see McCaffrey's rush attempts over at your PrizePicks account right now?
All right, let me get it up here.
While mine reloads again.
I don't know if they. Oh, there we go. Rush attempts 18.5.
Actually, I don't know if I want to go higher than that. Queuing it up again.
Now I'm plugging that
All right,
in.
here we go. Here we go. I'm in.
All right.
There we go. Finally. There we go. They tried to keep me out because they knew I was going to kill it. There. I see your one right there, Patrick Mahomes. Pacheco, 67.5, definitely higher.
You like the higher on that one?
I like the higher. The Niners have been gashed on the ground in the first 2 games. I think Kansas City gets a lead on the fast turf, and Kansas City really doesn't care who gets to shine. Give me Pacheco higher than 67.5 to pair with our Patrick Mahomes higher or more than half a passing yard. And what was the other one?
I had Christian McCaffrey more than 34.5 receiving yards.
Yes.
Just to give you all some insight on why you need Hall of Fame bets, I went over to Hall of Fame bets, put in Pacheco more than 67.5. He's hit that in 100% of the last 5 games.
Yep.
71% of the last 10. And it also tells me that the Niners just gave up 93 yards to David Montgomery before giving up 108 to Aaron Jones. So just like you said, they're getting gashed.
They are totally getting gashed.
Yeah, and I think that's a good way for the Chiefs to try to kind of set the tone with Pacheco. So I like it. What do you think of?
I was going to say, I owe you another one. What were you saying?
Well, I was going to say Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown.
Yeah, it's automatic every game.
83% on the year, which is insane.
Yeah, we have to take that.
Yeah, agreed.
Biggest game. What are you seeing over at Hall of Fame bets right now?
So 8. Well, type right.
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, he's hit it in 100% of the last 3, 75% of the last 5, but 83% on the season. The Chiefs have been decent at shutting running backs down for anytime touchdowns, but that was Gus Edwards, James Cook, Raheem Mostert. I don't think any of those guys have the talent that Christian McCaffrey does.
Agreed. I'm looking at Travis Kelce over at PrizePicks, man. More or less than half a touchdown. Is this the same thing as McCaffrey?
I think you got to take that, right?
Yeah. I feel like it's a bait. I feel like McCaffrey's a bait.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if we stack, so we liked what? Just the halves. Mahomes half. McCaffrey half. And Kelce half. Finalize your entry. If you put $100 down, you can win $400.
That seems like easy money, doesn't it?
I know it. I'm gonna get down on this. Yeah, I'm putting 100 on that combo.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
For Travis Kelce, I know he hasn't scored a lot of touchdowns on the year, only 39% on the year, but he's scored 3 in the last 2 games. So in the playoffs, in 3 games in the playoffs, he's got 3 touchdowns. This could potentially be his last game, or at least his last game until he takes his year off and does the Gronk route, and comes back. I believe you are the one that suggested that's what he was going to do, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, and Taylor Swift, everything surrounding him and the Swifties, I think he is a lock to score a touchdown.
I agree. I like it. I like it. I think it's a no-brainer. Let's give out some kickers. Let's get some kicker action in here.
Kicker action. All right.
Yeah. Butker and Moody. Higher or lower than a half a field goal, 48 plus yards. It's in a dome. I'll go higher. Butker makes a big one.
I like that.
Yeah.
Especially because of Butker. He's 5 for 5 over 50 yards this year.
Yeah.
So Jake Moody, the Niners kicker, not as big-legged as Butker. He's 2 for 3 of 50 or more. But, yeah, I think Butker nails a big one. And it's probably going to be like at the end of the half, time's running out. Let's kick this field goal. And, they hit like a 53-yarder or something.
Do you see anything for Mahomes rushing yards? I don't see anything on PrizePicks for Mahomes rushing yards.
Let's see here. 26.5.
I like higher. In these big games, he uses his legs more.
Do you remember the bad beat from 4 years ago?
Daniil?
Yeah, he had like 44 rushing yards, and then he did 3 kneels in a row, but kept running like way back before he knelt, and he ended up hitting under his his rushing total. I don't think that happens this game though, so I like higher as well.
Hurts the soul to think about it.
Another one that seems, Elijah Mitchell, he's gotten a little bit more involved towards the end of the year. If they're going to be grinding it out with Christian McCaffrey, he comes off the field for just a little bit. His line is only set at 3.5 yards. I think he gets the 3.5 yards. He's hit that 75% of the season, 100% of the last 10.
Yeah.
That just seems like a no-brainer to me. 3.5 yards rushing
I know.
yards. Let's take it.
I'm with you. I think that number's off as well.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else I want to cook up here. Where are you looking at now? Are you on DraftKings?
I'm still on PrizePicks.
PrizePicks.
Yeah.
No, I thought it logged me out again. I was like, don't you dare. Don't you do this shit to me again. Rush attempts. Completion percentage. That's an interesting one. They got a bunch of stuff over at PrizePicks, everybody. Get on over there.
Yeah. Agreed. Win some money.
Yeah, I like the rushing props, especially for Mahomes.
Yeah.
I feel like they don't. Nobody equates for Mahomes' legs as much in these big games. Receptions. If San Francisco gets down, who does he go to? Debo to get him back into it?
Yeah, I think so. I want to say Kittle, but the Chiefs are pretty good at covering tight end.
Yeah. Debo is only 4.5 receptions. What's Ayuk? I don't see Ayuk.
Gotta have Ayuk there somewhere, right?
Yeah. I like what Steven said in the chat. Noah Gray, 1.5 higher.
Yeah.
Always got to go with the backup tight ends in these games. Shit, Justin Watson higher than 1.5. You know?
Yeah. I like that. Debo had 8 receptions against Detroit.
Yeah.
So yeah, over 4.5. I like that one.
Sacks. Let's go to some defense.
Here you go.
Chase Young lower. Bosa or a quarter of a sack. I think higher. I think he gets home.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
What
Chris
about
Jones,
Chris Jones?
higher.
His is set at a quarter too, right?
I know they're both quarters.
Quarters, yeah.
Chase Young, lower.
So I like the quarters because even if they split
Okay.
a sack, they
Yeah.
still get the half sack. I think Chris Jones and Bosa are your best options there. Jones, a free agent. I don't know if the Chiefs bring him back or not. And then Bosa is Bosa.
And Bosa talked about how much that Super Bowl hurt a couple years ago,
Yeah.
so he's going to be ready to fucking go in this game.
Yep. Well, it gives you a lot of options. Do you got any more? I think I'm tapping out.
I think I'm tapping out. All right, let's go to INTs. I like INTs.
All right.
Purdy higher.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I actually kind of like both of them higher, but I
Yeah,
think Purdy's your safer bet.
I did. Yeah, the moment's big. It's a big fucking game.
Yep.
I mean, if you like higher on both, you could do higher than 1.5 combined.
Yeah.
That way, if you're worried about Purdy throwing 2 and Mahomes is not throwing 1, then yeah, because Mahomes didn't throw 1 last year. Mahomes basically played a perfect game. Him and Hurts were back and forth. So I kind of feel like it's going to be similar to that Eagles Super Bowl.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said, and now look at Hurts. I'm starting to fade Hurts.
Jalen Prescott.
Yep.
I was ahead of that curve. Fuck the Eagles. I love their downfall. All right, man. That was fun. Gave out some exotic props. You know, we were good handicapping. I think we gave out some winners. So, PrizePicks entry, final score, final predictions for the Super Bowl. I know you're on 31-20 Chiefs, so you're on the over in the Chiefs.
Yeah, 31-21.
31-21. Sorry, yeah. Last one was 31-20. Sorry.
Yeah. Like Steven said, by Oz the Mentalist, 31-21. Miranda's on the 49ers, so go check out Old Fashioned Football and listen to why she wants to reverse 2020. She doesn't want another COVID year, and she thinks the Niners need to win for that to happen.
You know, she's almost swaying me. I don't want to repeat of 2020 either for a lot of different reasons. I think the Chiefs will be too much. I think it's destiny. 3 Super Bowls. I know the Niners have kind of been slept on here. They probably are the better team, but so are the Ravens, so are the Bills. I think the Chiefs get it done 24-21. 24-21.
24-21. Did you see the 49ers social media team is getting trolled because they posted a thing that said against all odds, and somebody said against all odds you were favored in 21 of the last games.
Yeah, what are you fucking talking about? Yeah. And you know what? I was starting to sway to the Niners until I saw Big Red at the presser yesterday go, hey, you know we're an underdog again, right? Like you could tell. I was like, no, you could tell they're like, you can't tell me these guys don't look at the spread. That fucking shit, they're laughing that they're an underdog again. I think they embrace it, and I know the Chiefs are very, very public, but the reality is the public's had a hell of a year. So why not the public just win one last time with the gift from the gambling from the sports books that we're giving Mahomes as a dog 3 straight weeks?
You're not worried that public dogs have fleas?
Usually I am, but
not this
when
time.
I'm getting arguably the best quarterback of all time. I mean, this is true. I tried to talk myself into the Niners, but if they had a veteran quarterback, I could have flipped. But it's Purdy's first big game. It's Swifties, Kelsey, final game potentially. Right. Big Red, Andy Reid off a bye. I can't fade that. I like if I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna say, you know what, I lost with Mahomes, just like I would say if I lost with Brady. I can't get cute on Sunday and then fucking Mahomes just sticks it up my ass again, and I go, I really tried to fade fucking Patrick Mahomes in a Super Bowl against Brock Purdy. Right. Don't overthink it is my opinion. So
one other fun prop bet. Sam Darnold, MVP, 500-1. Maybe
I
Purdy had
like
too
it.
many turnovers in the first half, or he goes down with an injury, and here comes Sam Darnold, the vet, trying to prove himself, and wins the game for him and gets MVP.
I kind of would like San Fran more if Darnold was starting. Like fits that Nick Foles, Eli
Yeah.
Manning type fucking underdog story. But Purdy's too popular now. He used to be
Yeah.
Mr. Underdog. Now he is Mr. He will always be Mr. Irrelevant, but he's too popular now. He's the man in San Fran. I need a dog that nobody was going to give them a shot. So
True.
all right, man.
Did you want to talk real quick on Super Bowl 2025? Who you got?
Going back to the well. Give me the Buffalo Bills. No.
9.5 to 1 for the Bills right now. Niners are the favorite, 5.5 to 1. Then Chiefs at 7.5. Ravens 9 to 1. Bills 9.5. I got to scroll quite a way to get to our team. Bengals are 12 to 1.
Bengals could be back.
I know Juke's going for Denver as a Denver fan. That's 100 to 1. Your Commanders are 100 to 1.
That's a lock. Yeah, Quinn, baby. I like the Bengals bounce back angle. Kind of like the Ravens this year. Burrow gets healthy. They get their guys back. I like the Bengals as an early long shot. I don't think they're going to be as hyped next year either. I like that. I think they're going to come in flying under the radar a little bit. We know Burrow gets in the fucking playoffs. He's as good as anybody. I mean, he's won at Arrowhead. So, and Steven agrees with me in the chat. Burrow, I think Burrow could get there again. The Lions are going to be hard not to fucking take a stab at.
They're 12 to 1 as well.
Yeah. Packers.
Bears 30 to 1. You like Bears 30 to 1?
Not as much as I like. Not as much as I like the Packers. I'll go Bills and Bengals early ones for me. So finally one of them gets by Mahomes and actually gets it done. I know Burrow got by him, but Burrow didn't finish the job. That's part of the deal. You're not gonna get by him much. If you're gonna get by him, you need to finish the job and win the Super Bowl. Don't be a square, everybody, and take the Chiefs again. No, I'm Jukes asked about the Chargers. I'm going to take the Chargers in Harbaugh's second year.
Yeah.
Give him 1 year to figure some shit out, and then I'll come in on the Chargers his second year.
I'm hearing more and more shit and rumors about the Bears trading their first draft pick to the Chargers for Justin Herbert. I don't like that.
I don't know. He's pretty good.
I guess he is pretty good. I don't know if he's first pick of the draft good.
Yeah. Yeah. You know who's another one we could come in on next year too? They were disappointing at the end. Don't sleep on the Jaguars. Jaguars get healthy, get Lawrence back, come back with a chip on their shoulder. The Texans will have the second year slump next year like the Jaguars did with Stroud.
Yeah. Yeah, and Texans 20 to 1, Jaguars 30 to 1. So better value on the Jags too.
Yeah. The Jags, they were too hyped this year. We agreed on that.
Yeah.
So now it's a year after. They could be the sleeper here. So yeah, I'll go with the three young quarterbacks outside of around Mahomes. I'm taking everybody but Mahomes. You're not winning again next year, Mahomes. I'm tired of this shit. So, all right, brother. Good show. We'll be back on Monday, I'm sure, to recap and give out some more Super Bowl odds. And I'll talk myself into Dan Quinn and Cliff Kingsbury by Monday. So let's go, baby. I am at Moneyline_Mac. He is at JMark Football, aka Old Fashioned Football. Any remaining shows before we kick it off on Sunday?
Yeah, we got a distiller on Wednesday from Rose City out of Portland, Oregon. And then we're doing some Super Bowl props and projections on Thursday. So stop by for that and have some whiskey.
Get over there, have some whiskey, have some fun, and let's fucking go. Thank you guys for being with us all year. We got one more recap show on Monday, and then we'll turn our page to the 2024 season. Good luck with your Super Bowl parties. Stay clear of the Swifties and let it ride.